Well, you might have seen some signs like this going up in parts of Minneapolis. They are reminders of those who have died at the hands of police in the community.
Well, the artist behind those signs says this was just something he felt he had to do. And as Charmaine Nero reports, he hopes it will catch on in other cities.
A lone sign that reads "Terrence Franklin once lived here" stands in an empty northeast Minneapolis field.
This sign is about Terrence Franklin, who was a neighbor of mine.
Witsi Isoko is a community-based artist who once called Franklin a neighbor and a friend.
I lived at this house right behind me for 13 years and developed a relationship with Terrence. And 8 years ago, he was murdered by the police. Turning
pain into art, he decided to post signs around Minneapolis, remembering those killed at the hands of police.
It was a response to the murders of Black people in our city.
There's a sign outside Edison High School where Daunte Wright went to school.
Conga restaurant, which is where George Floyd worked.
While Isoko credits local creatives for helping in his fight for justice through art.
Creatives After Curfew, Public Functionary, City Mischief, and Juxtaposition Arts. These are all arts organizations that are doing great work in our city and are fighting for justice.
He hopes the names posted on signs remind people that those killed were neighbors, co-workers, and friends in the same community so many call home.
Terrence's life mattered, and Daunte's life mattered, and George Floyd's life mattered, and I just want them to say their names.
Reporting in Minneapolis, Charmaine Nero, KARE 11 News.
Well, last year, the city of Minneapolis reached a settlement with the family of Terrence Franklin for nearly $800,000. The officers involved in his death were cleared by a grand jury in 2013.